Hello again, it's Amy with Just a Little Ink. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I love sharing the things I learn with others. Today I'd like to share with you a little box that I made using some of my leftover pieces from the November 2020 Jolly Gingerbread Paper Pumpkin Kit. It was designed to make little gift card holders. And so I wanted to be able to gift something a little more substantial. And so I made something that will hold 3 of the Ghirardelli chocolates. What you need, and all of these measurements will be on my blog, what you need is a piece of cinnamon cider cardstock, cut 1 1/4 inches by 8 7/8 inches. And I'll talk about how I scored it. My leftover piece from the kit, I've stamped already with the Blushing Bride ink on my gingerbread front. And then I've cut a couple pieces because I wanted different colors for my tag. And I'm wanting to use the greeting that says, "A sweet treat for you." And so this is a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. It measures 15/16 of an inch by 1 7/16 of an inch. So we're using those little itty bitty marks on the ruler. And then a piece of Whisper White, again a scrap, cut 13/16 by 1 5/16 of an inch. And again, I will keep those measurements on my blog for you, Amy at justalittle.ink.com. And I almost forgot my greetings here. And so let's get started. I'm getting confused a little bit. So to get started, I need, from my paper trimmer, I need to cut this little tag piece off because we are not going to use that. So I'm just going to line it up into my trimmer, cut that piece off. The rest we will use. Actually, I need to cut it apart. So I need to cut down this other score line. So then I have the 2 pieces. Okay, I'll set this out of the way. I told you I would talk about my scoring on this piece. So I'm going to get out my Simply Scored scoring tool. I love this when I'm making boxes, and I use it all the time when I am scoring cards. So I told you that it's 1 1/4 inches. Move it down a little bit here, by 8 7/8 of an inch. And I've scored it at 3 1/4 inches from both ends. So I just turn it around. It's the easiest versus making other measurements. And then I'm also going to score it 1/4 inch from both ends. And to be honest, I find it's easier to score it at the 1 inch mark. So it's 1 1/4 inches. Then I'm going to turn it, and I'll do the same thing. So I need 1/4 inch from both sides. And I'll put this out of the way. Okay. Then I'm going to come in on these pieces, the horizontal ones, so they intersect. I'm going to come up, and then I also am going to do a little notch. On boxes, that helps you keep the excess out of the way. So I'm going to notch where those intersect. Okay, put this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in half. Use my bone folder. I'm going to fold this way. Then I'm going to take each of these little edges, keep on doing the same thing. Hopefully you have some of these left over. I was late in getting a paper pumpkin kit. Mine actually had gotten lost in the mail, and they ran out of them. But I was fortunate that I had a team member who had one that she was not using. So that's how I've ended up with a paper pumpkin kit. So then what I did is I took, and I found that the multi-purpose liquid glue worked the best for this. I took, and I'm going to put some of that glue along this edge. The glue gives you a little more time to play, I guess is how I'd word that. So I'm going to line up along one edge. Kind of push it around so that I have, you see how I've got one here. Then I'm going to do some here. I found doing it one side at a time gave me the most accurate line alignment. So stick it here, push a little bit along the edge. And then I need to put my final edge here. You notice it scooted on me. That's okay because this is liquid glue, and so I have the opportunity to pull, push down. There we go. May need a little more glue. Okay. Then I can put my final edge in. Again, push here. Verify that on the front, everything looks good. And I'm going to turn it over. And I've already got my pieces here. I can put some glue here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. Then I can line up my back. So the final thing I need to do is stamp my greeting on this piece of Whisper White. Like so. I'm going to put, I'm not sure I put my stamp and seal. Never know what comes along with it. A little here. I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back. I don't want those. One here, one here. And then I'm going to, whoops, I almost didn't do right. This was popped up with dimensionals. My piece that came with my paper pumpkin kit. I'm just going to put a few dimensionals on the back. Pull it off. Line it up on the front, like so. Put my little treat on the front. And then I thought these cute little embellishments worked perfectly. I might do something different here. Do some green. Maybe we'll do two of the greens. Kind of gives it some other little look. Just like so. Then I can take my 3 holiday Ghirardellis and I can stick them inside. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you would subscribe by clicking the bell, I would so appreciate it. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.